Thank you for having come here today. Give me the time.
Thank you.
I want to jump right into it and say, like, why did you become a cop? What's the story behind that?
Actually, I don't remember because it's so long time ago. Perhaps I have such kind of story from my childhood that my dad's friends used to be cops.
Oh, okay.
And they told me stories when I was a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps it was some kind of seed.
Okay, yeah, that was planted there.
Yeah.
Okay. And you were a cop for 22 years?
25.
Oh, 25 years, okay.
Yeah.
So why did it end? Why did you stop?
Most of my career I did in Finnish National Special Intervention Unit called Karhu.
Okay.
It was really my life academy. I worked there over 20 years. So, and in special units, if you are too old guy like I am, it's just not the place for two old guys.
Okay.
You have to leave.
All right, yeah. There's only a certain time age that you...
Yeah. And it's like top athletes. Mm-hmm. It's you can compare that job as athletes.
Okay.
So it's so hard in physical, more physical than mentally actually.
Yeah.
That you have to be able to train over and over again, mm-hmm. and your days are like training.
Okay.
So and when you get older, it's like
it's more tough.
Yeah, it's more tough, and when you do it over 20 years, it's totally enough. It's totally enough.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I read a little bit about your story that you realized there was a lack of situational awareness through your job.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
Because we wanted to understand why we did what we did, why I lost my situational awareness, and why we made bad decision, irrational decision in middle in the operation.
Okay.
And we understood that the mechanism and what caused produce an effect was stress reaction under pressure. So I wanted to understand how we improving this mind-body connections and what we can do about it. And I really trying to find somebody who is helping us to cope this stress mechanism and improve situational awareness and resilience and stuff like that. So I didn't find anybody in Finland because we believe that the person have to have personal experience. Mm-hmm. The person have to have life-threatening experience and we thought at that time, and it's not true. Of course you can coach people without you have your personal experience if you know what to do. But at that time we thought that you have to have personal experience. So I didn't find anybody, and at that time I was operational commander and instructor. Mm-hmm. So I made clear decision. I want to understand this. I want to understand my body connections and how we improving situational awareness and increase resilience and mental resources.
Okay. So,
and because we had the 100 to 150 operation per year, wow. So we had a lot of opportunities to learn. Mm-hmm. So I started the modeling and testing and designing training methods.
Okay.
So that's the story behind this.
Very interesting. Did you come to some situations, because you said you experienced that you guys had a lack of situational awareness? Do you have a story, an example of an operation?
Lot of.
Can you tell me one?
For example, one situation where we have a shooting situation. I sent my dog in the apartment. It was like how you call it? Kind of apartment where suspect.
They were hiding out?
Yeah, with the shotgun.
Oh, okay.
So I sent the dog in, and because of the stress of the dog,
okay, I
lose my vision. I didn't see anything. So it went like.
Did the dog have a camera on it?
No. It's because of the stress.
Oh, you were thinking of the dog?
Yeah, I was thinking of the dog, and okay. I was afraid that is he going to kill the dog?
Yeah.
Because of that stress reaction, I lost vision.
Okay.
And I didn't understand what happened at the moment.
Okay.
So and it happened a couple times in that same operation. So now I wanted to understand what the hell happened to me.
And now that you do understand, what would you have done differently?
Yeah.
How would you...
Yeah, definitely. And sometimes I have stand over dead body and I didn't understand I'm standing on the dead body. And believe me, you have to be totally stressed that you don't realize that you are standing on the dead body.
Yeah.
You don't believe me now.
I do. It's just no one ever talks about dead body.
Yeah. But if you are stressed enough, your autonomic nervous system doesn't function normally.
Okay.
So
you were like in disbelief, like you just didn't recognize
I didn't recognize it.
Okay.
And that's when you totally lose your situational awareness.
Okay.
You don't understand where you are standing. You don't understand where you are sitting. And these are very interesting functioning, our mind-body functioning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, were you the first one to get interested in this? Because you said nobody had ever, gone to look into this when you were working.
Yeah, I was in that operation. I was first one who get in.
Okay. And now you, I know you're part of this SOS program.
Yeah.
How is that? Where there was one interesting aspect to me, this recovery breathing. What is that about?
Recovery breathing means that we starting to breathe.
Like panic?
No. It's because the gate to our mind go through the body.
Okay.
And the gate to the body goes through the breathing.
Okay.
So breathing is very powerful tool to modulate your autonomic nervous system. And actually, in the middle in the situation, it's only tool that you can modulate your autonomic nervous system.
Okay. Yeah.
And recovery breathing means like right after the situations, you are able to recover your physiological mechanism.
Okay.
Right kind of breathing.
All right.
Yeah.
Some of our community members had questions like, what are the telltale signs that you're getting in too stressful a situation, or like how do you calm yourself down again if you get into a heated situation?
By breathing.
Okay.
For if the situation is like life-threatening situation.
Yeah.
If the situation, it's not like life-threatening situation. It is like normal social verbal communication. Which gives you some kind of pressures. It's able that you are able to, with your cognitive processes, you are able to calm you down.
Okay.
But the more effective way, it's doing by breathing.
So I was wondering. I was talking about it with colleagues, and they were like, "Well, Selena, it's simple." I said, "Well, it's obviously not simple, and we must forget it if this is included in the program."
Yeah.
To think about breathing.
Yeah, that's right. Because first, let's talk about the learning process. First, we are unconsciously unskilled.
Consciously unskilled. Okay.
We are like happy stupid. We don't understand what we need to do or what we need to understand. Then we become consciously skilled, consciously unskilled.
Okay.
We understand that now, hey, Harri, I'm not able to calm myself in this kind of situations. So I become consciously, but I'm still unskilled.
Yeah.
And then when I'm starting to understand and when I'm starting to do something about myself, like training, I become consciously skilled.
Yeah.
And when I'm doing over and over and over again, I become unconsciously skilled.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like part of you.
Think about it.
Yeah. It's like your second nature.
Okay.
And that's like different kind of breathing techniques. You have to train as long as you become part of yourself. Yeah. Part of your it's like your routines, your habits. It's not difficult, but you have to train it and you have to understand why you do what you do.
And I guess it would be like fair to say that a lot of people, they don't understand the situations they're getting into or how to handle stressful things. Yeah.
That's right, definitely, because those situations came very quickly and people they have some kind of mental models that those situations come so quickly that I don't have any tools to do anything. And it's very true. But when you start realize, when you start understand your early warning signs.
And what would those be?
Early warning signs means like stress reaction, and when we get the impulse and our mind perceives some kind of impulse, then we got the physiological responses, like autonomic nervous system respond. That what you interpret through your minds.
Yeah.
An early warning sign could mean that you feel something in your stomach, you feel something in your chest area, or you feel something in your head. It's physiological changes in your body, and you need to be aware of that okay, now I'm the situations where I'm my body state starting to change. And in that moment you have to do something about yourself, because the next step could be like panic, fight, flight, freeze. Because those are the mechanisms how we are behaving under pressure and stress.
So what would your top 3 tips be to, not going to the fight or flight reaction?
Understand. Model of understanding. You understand what's going on. You are willpower to train yourself and knowledge how to do it. And then you just started training and do something every day, some little step every day.
Is that what the SOS program helps you with?
Yeah, definitely.
I think your program is probably applicable for everyone, right? Nobody
Definitely
knows how to deal with stress accurately.
Yeah, and the mechanisms are same. No matter where we are, or what is your profession, what is your status, what is your how much money you have. It doesn't have stress mechanisms are it's very general mechanism.
Yeah. How did you become a public speaker? How did that happen?
Actually, I have a friend who asked me that, hey, Harri, are you interested to speak this in public? And at that time, I have started studying and doing my research, these things, and I thought that, hey, perhaps. It was like I didn't plan it.
Okay, just kind of happened.
Yeah, it kind of happened.
Wasn't your thesis topic, it was, do cops get shot?
Yeah.
Because what was it? What was the title of it?
Police.
Do cops get shot because of something?
Some cops panics.
Oh yeah, because cops panic, yeah.
Yeah, but what happened in United States at the moment?
Yeah, that's...
When we are following in media, the most of those cases are because of the mechanism of stress.
Okay, so you think if the cops better knew how to handle their stress, they might not react?
Definitely.
Maybe you should get them in the program. Or they should think about it.
Yeah. But it's one reason, and it's one very big reason.
Okay.
What happened in United States? Of course, it's not only one.
Yeah.
It's not only one, but it's one very big reason about that.
I can believe that. I want to just jump back to situational awareness, because I know myself, I traveled a lot. And when I was younger, I didn't have the best situational awareness. So what are your tips for that?
Situational awareness means that you are able to pick up relevant information from the environment, which are relevant to you at the moment. Okay. Situational awareness means that you are able to understand your mind-body state.
Okay. Well, I remember I was one time walking in Japan, and it was my first trip. I didn't take the business card of the hotel. Yeah. Google Maps betrayed me. I'd gone shopping and I ended up in a dodgy little alleyway, which was not my hotel, and I realized like I could have put myself in a lot of danger, and I don't know what is there something I should have done apart from take a better map and the hotel thing?
Yeah, perhaps. And most of the time we are so deep in our thoughts.
Yeah.
Because privilege of human being is that we can make our thoughts real. If we are so deep, like this kind of situation, I don't know, you did or you didn't, but in that kind of situation, your thoughts are too strong, and you can't realize the environment.
Yeah, I was really in my own head.
Yeah, right.
That's in a foreign country, and I should pay attention.
Yeah, definitely. It's part of situational awareness, and that you are able to understand your mind-body state.
Okay, so about understanding ourselves better.
Yeah, definitely.
I got a random question for you. What is something that nobody knows about you, or you wish more people knew about you?
Self-knowledge is something that we everybody have some dark point, or dark point is not the right word.
You mean something that you overcame?
Black. Yes, we everybody have something that we are not aware of that.
Oh, okay.
It's like what's the English word about that?
Blind spot?
Yeah, blind spot.
Okay.
Blind spot. We everybody have a blind spot. And for example, my blind spot, it is possible that the people who living with me and working with me, they know better my blind spot
than you do.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, is it interesting one?
Yeah. Have you thought about this?
I do a lot of self-reflection nowadays, especially because after I was unemployed and stuff. But no, I could be right that like I know my parents, they know me better, obviously as their daughter than I do, and they know my reaction or something better than I do. So yeah, maybe I don't know my own blind spots always.
And this blind spot is always, it could be a gate to your dark side, because we have a dark side. Everybody we do have a dark side, and in some situation it could be like blink, that some dark side from your deep from your within somewhere that you have it, and I'm very interesting about, for example, law of human nature.
Okay.
Are there any kind of law in the human nature? And definitely they are. Lot of things that we people are we are more common like as we are willing to believe.
So would it be fair to say that if we were more aware of our blind spots, then we know better our reactions, like, because
definitely
we might react on that dark side.
Yeah, and I'm willing to understand my dark side, because if I try to deny it, then I like push it down.
Yeah.
And it's going up somewhere, and I don't understand why I do what I do.
I think that's very admirable for a man to want to recognize that, because many men have trouble with their emotions or accepting them.
Right. So. Yeah, definitely.
Maybe you're like a role model for other men out there too. Can acknowledge your emotions or your dark sides too.
Yeah.
How would you characterize yourself as a speaker because of your history? Like what kind of speaker are you? I'd definitely say authentic.
I don't know. I have a lot of experience about life-threatening situations, and I have a lot of experience about dark side of the human mind. I know what it is.
Because you've seen it.
Yeah, and then I have, as a researcher, I kind of understand why we do what we do. So I would say that I have a mix of researcher and experience.
How did you, because you've seen the dark side of what the human mind can do, how did you accept that or live with that? Like, is that why you started like looking within or trying to understand the human mind and stuff? Because that's got to be something that's difficult to live with, having seen that.
It's kind of, but it is part of the human nature. It is Of course, if you see too much these things, it kind of turn your how you understand the world is how you understand the human ours. If you only see this part of the like dark side of the human mind, if you only see that part too much, it like twisted your
it's gonna change you as a person.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Well, to finish off, what one tip would you give to someone who's an aspiring to be a public speaker?
What do you have offer? What is your assets?
Okay.
You have to solve some problems, or you have to bring some values.
Yeah, gotta have a purpose. Yeah, and I guess your life advice would be recognize your blind spot and accept it.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for doing this. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.